I came in as a rookie, I mean, like just learning the playbook, it was just overwhelming to me. Just I think we had 10 or 11 different protections, and go to line of scrimmage, axe, double right spear leg, 735 H pump, double cadence on two, check with me. I'm like, check what? You know what I mean? Like, check the box, what's the box? I mean, I don't know. So those are kind of things I had to grow up. So it wasn't really Rich. I think what I learned from Rich was just how tough he was and how to deal with adversity and just how hard he worked. And then the next year, being with Jim McMahon, just different ways to lead. There's a lot of different ways to lead, a lot of different ways to win. And it's not always about the numbers. It's about getting those guys to play for you and come through the clutch. But I learned a lot from him as far as just how he led his team. But then the guy about my third or fourth year, I knew the system. I think the guy that really grew on me a lot was Warren Moon, and how he led the team and how he dealt with the press, how he dealt with throwing a touchdown, how he dealt with an interception, how he dealt with people booing him, how he dealt with people cheering him. That's a lot more than just throwing a football, playing the quarterback position that people don't ever really, really get. And I think Warren Moon probably grew the most on me as far as, the way he impacted my career.
I couldn't believe the way he rattled off that play call after just listening to Jim. He had pulled up something on Gruden and some of those tags of the different formations and your protections. And I mean, to think all that stuff that you have to be able to pile into your brain to be able to process while the bullets are flying out there. And I got to think at least one time, 2 weeks leading up to the Super Bowl, you probably thought, okay, I got to deal with Charles Woodson, Rod Woodson, Bill Romanowski, and trying to fit all this other stuff in there, trying to play your game and play your offense's game. But it's kind of a daunting task as well, isn't it?
It is. It is. I mean, you're talking about the players you had to deal with. I was having to deal with learning the plays every week. And you might throw 4 or 5 touchdowns in 1 week, and then on Wednesday, just trying to call a play in the huddle. It might be U-shift to green left, west left, short spiral 2, wide banana Z over, heads up for 359 smoke, or it might be green right slot 97 W, heads up for a buster call, check 96 Seattle, or check 58 Dolphin. I mean, like, how are you going to call it? You know what I mean?
It's like you said, it's so daunting. And for the people that are out there that don't know much about John Gruden and his system, he's telling almost every player, it seems like, what to do on every single play. So the verbiage and the length of the play, and like you said, when I went down to Miami, forget about how fast the game was, playing against Otterbein as opposed to, the Washington Redskins or something. Forget about all that. Forget about the speed of the game and everything else. I was just trying to call the play in the huddle correctly before I even broke the huddle, before I even looked at a defense. And then it was like, oh my God, these, who's the, point out the mic. Yeah, that's Mike. Yeah, Mike's over there. That's Mike Scott over there. I mean, we didn't point out anything at Mount, except maybe there's a guy that might blitz off the edge.
For my moment, to be honest with you, everybody talks about the John Elway moment, when he's ran into the end zone and dove and cut a helicopter deal. But one of my moments all my life, everybody said I was too slow and all those kind of things. And it's interesting. And I remember when I met with John Gruden, the very first meeting I had, he said, Brad, I know you can throw the ball and all those kind of things. Can you make plays with your feet? And I'm sitting there lying to him, nodding my head. And I think I had 34 yards
I can do that
the whole season. And but the night before the game, he said, Brad, I need you to make a play with your feet. And there's a 3rd and 9 play. It was bunch right, 72 crisscross wide swing. No one's open. And I scrambled for 9 yards to get the first. And no one ever remembers that play, but it led to an 89-yard drive. So that was my moment. They didn't talk about it publicly except me telling you now. But